Good morning, everybody. How are you today?
Good morning, good morning.
My name is Di.
And I'm Robin.
We just, I'm laughing because I just got scolded. You know how when you're in a movie theater and you put your arm, or you're in a plane and you put your arm on someone else's armrest? I don't have an armrest on my chair, so I leaned on hers and she turned into One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. So
I'm like rolling around back here.
But at any rate, all right, so I want to talk today a little bit about marketing. Let's call it network marketing, multi-level marketing, and all the people who should not do network marketing.
Yes, and
it's not for everybody.
It is not for everybody. And before you just jump off this live and not listen any longer, you might actually learn something you don't know, and you might actually get a few good laughs out of this because it could be funny.
Yeah, you know what? It's work from home thing got really popular during COVID because people were losing their jobs all over the place, and they needed an income of some sort. But the problem with that a little bit is people just jumped in on companies, and then you have those people out there that try and take advantage of people who are in a vulnerable position.
Sure, you get those people out there that are flashing money at you and saying you're going to make all kinds. And
yeah, if someone tells you, hey, invest $20 or $50 and you're going to become a millionaire inside of a year, hell no.
We did this. Okay, so this is how, you got to common sense. We did that whole talk on having common sense. You really kind of got to have common sense when it comes to this stuff. So we had a good friend that came to us and was like,
I'm seeing
if you invest, I think it was $5.
It was $7.
$7. Everybody invests $7. We're going to make $1 million, and it's going to come back. We're going to get this money for $500,000. And we were like, really? So Di and I got together that night. We were like, okay, look, we're just going to give up our $7. But I don't know how you equal this all out, but mathematically there's no way that $7 is going to give you 500,000.
No, but what I want to clear up first is that the truth is that when normal everyday people hear the word marketing, network marketing, MLMs, they automatically go, oh, it's a scam, it's a scheme, because people just say, oh, did you hear about that network marketing scheme? And the word scheme just continues on. And in all honesty, or they call it a pyramid. And in all honesty, like just about every single job in America is a pyramid scheme. Like I've said before, it starts with the owner, then down to the CEO, then down to the operations manager, and all the way down as low as you can go until you get to minimum wage. So, and then you have to wait for someone to feel like you need a raise. Like you have to show your worth to get a raise. And that's okay if that's what you want to do. But I want to clear up one thing. If you want to make it in network marketing, it's not just always the 1%, the people who rise to the top of this pyramid. It's not that clear. Like, you got to have the mindset for it. You have to work just as hard in the beginning of your marketing journey as if you started a regular job. Nobody goes to a regular job and knows what to do. Can you imagine, like, going to work somewhere? Like, imagine being a policeman and you go to work at the police station and they just say, okay, go ahead, with absolutely no training, and nobody there to show you what to do. You wouldn't make a very good cop at all. So I'm just giving that as an example. Why are you looking so perplexed this morning?
Oh, I'm not. I'm just listening. I'm learning something.
So at any rate, I'm just saying, if you're the type of person, only you know yourself. You know how hard you're going to work. You know what you got to put behind it. You have to join with people who are willing to train you. There are so many people out there who only want numbers of people to get into the business. We look at it as, how can this business help other people? And we really do that. Like, we'll help anyone that needs help. I feel like I'm doing all the talking, though.
It's okay.
But I'm just saying, there's people out there that will not help you. They get you in, and it's like, they never tell you how to do anything. They don't tell you how to, you know, like, first of all, let me explain this. Join a company that has really good training, right? Like, we're in a program right now. Most every program we've ever joined had training. That's the one thing that we wanted. Otherwise, we wouldn't be where we are. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's true. I mean, we believe in growing, but you know, it's kind of like this. If you had a store and you didn't market it, or you didn't tell anybody, or you knew nobody, you probably wouldn't have any customers, right?
Right.
So the same with network marketing. The whole purpose and point is to network with other people so that you get to know other people, and you're able to benefit them, they're able to benefit you. I mean, it's just life. It's what we do every day. You know, we just don't realize we're doing it every day. You're meeting people, you're talking to different people, you know. But here's the thing. You can't necessarily, well, now it's a little easier because, you know, you have the internet, so you don't have to necessarily go out
Oh no,
and
remember
meet
that.
people.
You used to have to go door to door with your vacuum, set up the whole vacuum, do the entire house.
Oh
you
my
know,
God.
and then they turn you down. So you have to pack up the whole thing and get, like, it was just a funny way to do things.
I pray to God nobody comes to my door selling a vacuum cleaner because I've seen that test done a number of times.
Oh yeah, I won't go into that because I actually did sell vacuum cleaners and the things you find just even on your bed. I never wanted to sleep in a bed again.
Oh yeah,
But
I mean,
at any,
I'm germaphobe. I've got mattress protector. I mean, it's crazy because I've seen people do that vacuum cleaner thing.
but at any rate, so in an actual illegal pyramid, it's a scheme. It provides no products or services, and it pays according to the number of recruits you get. And that's hard. Sometimes it's really hard to get recruits, and then you got to get them to get recruits, and all the way down the ladder it goes. And those are hard. It doesn't mean that it doesn't work for certain people. It doesn't mean that only the top 1% will make a living. You can make a living, but honest to God, like, you can't just join a company and say, like we've said before, oh, I got a domain name, so now I'm going to be rich. You know, it does not work like that.
And you can't say I've got a domain name, so now I own a business, because the truth of the matter is, if you don't pay the light bill, if you don't buy the supplies, if you don't do all those things, your regular brick and mortar business is not going to operate or function. It's the same thing with your online business. You have to work at it.
Yes, you do.
It's not. It doesn't just happen just because you own a domain name. It doesn't happen just because you join a company. Do not make that mistake. We did that in the beginning. We joined a company thinking, oh, this is going to be great. We're going to market it. Life is wonderful. And it cost us more and more every time we turned around.
Oh, those you got to be careful of the people who, you know, there's a lot of coaches out there, and I'm not going to knock them because they know what they're talking about. And if you want to or can afford to pay them to teach you how to do everything, that's great. I'm all for coaching because it's like, to me, it's like personal development and stuff. But to us, when we first joined and had to pay more and more and more to learn, we decided right then and there, and that was almost 7 years ago, right, that we were not going to ever do that to people. If we knew the knowledge, then our team members would know the knowledge.
Well, I'll give you an example. We, we didn't really know a whole lot about marketing when we started. So, you don't know what you don't know. So we needed this tool to do email. We needed this tool to do something else. And before you knew it, we had 5 different tools that all did the same thing.
Because we didn't know.
Because we didn't know, but our mentors kept saying, you got to buy this, or you got to buy that,
or you got to
get this.
You got to take this course or that course. And it was just like, hold on. Didn't we just learn this in the last course?
That was mandatory that you take.
Yeah. So, and it's also a myth that only the people that get in early make the money. Because we've been in a few that no matter where you joined, as long as you knew what you were doing. And I'm going to tell you, I think training is the most important thing. So if you join like 2 years after the company starts, it doesn't mean, oh my God, I didn't get in time and I need all these people to come in to push me up. That's not the companies that we join. You can join anywhere and you can make a living at it. But the mistake that some people make sometimes is when they come into a company, let me give you an example. You can't come in as a minimum wage worker and be the CEO in a year in a regular job. It's just not going to happen unless you're your father is your CEO or the owner of the company. Maybe then you would move up quicker, right? Or mother. I'm not being gender specific, right? So there are ways to do that. If you join with somebody who's really good at marketing, sure, they can teach you. But a normal everyday person who just wants to join marketing and start out making a little income, I never, ever suggest quitting your job because you joined a marketing company. No. Always use your job to pay your bills, pay your mortgage. Like that is a necessity.
I agree 100%.
Yeah. So I'm just saying that it's not true that you need people to constantly put in money into the legit companies. Here's what you need. You need to find out about the company. You need to talk to people in the company. Go ahead.
Here's some of the things that we look for, when we're doing marketing, or we decide to, because we get offers all the time, constantly,
every day,
of people asking us to join stuff. And, one of the things that we want to make sure is it duplicatable? Because, we have a lot of people who don't know how to market. A lot of people who have, want it easy and quick and don't have a lot of time. So we need to make sure that when we join a company that first and foremost that, they've been around for a while, or that the people who are behind it are showing their face. They're not just like, you don't know who is running this thing, but we also want to make sure that it benefits people, because the whole purpose of doing this is to help people. So if the product or service doesn't benefit somebody for the long haul, what's the point, right? So, like, for example, we got involved in the savings platform because we really believe that the savings are good. Now, I've been involved in a lot of savings platforms.
Are very good.
And, they say you have good savings, but I never actually really saw the savings work for me, right? Whereas this one, we felt like,
you're really getting a savings.
You're getting a savings, but in today's world, there's so many things that you need savings on. Whereas before, you might get it on hotel, or you might get it on, something else. But, like on this particular one, you get savings on gas, you get savings on groceries, on the things that really matter. So that's what we look for when we go into a company. We look to make sure that what we're providing really matters to people
Mm-hmm.
and it can really help them, you know? And then when we, when we get somebody that joins our team, we really help them,
We really do.
you know?
We make sure they get the training that they need.
We make sure they get plugged into the right places. We make sure that if we can't answer the question, we get somebody that can. We make sure that we do these things and hold their hand because you don't know what you don't know. And we understand that because we have been there 7 years ago.
I have to tell
You
you
know?
though, I think some of the people that I have gotten into our companies, even before this one, they were like, "Di, stop texting me." It's
Because she's
because
over informative.
I am over informative. I want you to know what's going on in the company. I want you to know when they have um, Zoom calls. I want you to get into the company because I'm going to tell you this. The people who will not make it in marketing are the people who do absolutely nothing. They join the company and expect to get rich, and they just sit there waiting to get rich. That doesn't happen. That's a myth. That's a not, it doesn't have to be a scheme, but for you it's a scheme, but you're the scheme. You told yourself that you can get in this and make a lot of money, but if you do nothing, nothing's going to change in your life. You're not going to get wealthy. It's the amount of work that you put in it. It's your work ethic. If you're going to sit on the couch all day watching TV, eating Doritos, you're not going to get anywhere. I mean, this is called network marketing, where you talk to people all the time. And if you're afraid to talk to people, text people, go into groups and comment, and that's how you start meeting people. And, this kind of a thing really helps some people. There's a lot of people who live on Social Security that just don't make enough. So they put a little bit of money into a company, and some of them just sit there waiting to get rich, and that's not going to happen. You're going to have to learn from people. But my thing is, and this might be a little controversial to other marketers who do this, but for us, we're not going to charge you to learn what we know, which I said earlier. I just don't believe in that. I know some people are out there and they, and you're asking questions like, how do I do this? What do I do? Oh, well, if you pay $1,000, we'll let you in on that knowledge. We're just not going to give it to you for free. And that drives me crazy because I wanted to learn when I first joined, and it was like, oh no, like Robin said, buy this tool, buy that tool, buy this, buy that, buy this. And like,
before we knew it, we had like 2 or 3 car payments we were paying out.
It's just crazy. Can't you just tell me what it is I need to move forward? So I'm just not about that. Like, we do this seriously. I mean, it helps us, and I'm not going to lie, it helps us tremendously. However, I'm not the type of person, and neither is Robin, that's just going to let you sit there and go off on your own. It's like I said, it's like joining the police station and not knowing at all what you're doing.
Well, I mean,
not just police, but everybody.
Well, I mean, I think it's like with anything you do, this is no different. It's no different than going to a job every day in a sense of, it depends upon what your work ethic is. I mean, if I went to work all day long, or I didn't show up for work, my work ethic wouldn't be all that great, and I'd eventually get fired.
And nobody would want to work with you.
And nobody would want to work with you. And that's the thing. That is the key thing. It's about teamwork and team effort, and it doesn't matter if you're doing an online business or you're doing you go to a 9-to-5 job. It's about helping one another. And as long as you keep that mindset that you're there to serve and to help other people, you'll do fine. But if you sit back and do nothing, nothing's going to happen. So, and and here's another thing. I work 2 jobs. My time is very limited. Like I don't have time to watch TV or anything like that. When I come home from work,
That's true.
I'm behind another computer and I'm working all night long.
Got a different hat on all
Yeah,
the time.
I mean, and that's just the way it is. So when you join my team, I'm sacrificing and busting my butt so I can help you, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do your job for you.
Right.
I mean,
We will teach you.
I want to make that perfectly clear. Don't join a company and expect somebody to do the work for you. I will help you. I will teach you. I will do whatever I can possibly do to help move that needle forward for you. But I'm not going to do the work for you. I have enough on my plate. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just laughing because you just sounded so stern.
I mean, I'm saying that because there's so many people get involved in network marketing or online marketing or whatever you want to call it. And they'll join a company because they think, oh, it's all nice in a nice little box wrapped up in a bow and I don't have to do anything. But you do have to do stuff.
Yeah, if
you have to show up.
Yes, you do. Because if I tell you, if you ask me, well, what do I do? Well, first of all, you go and you look in the company and you find out if before you even join, you look to see how much training they have, because it is very, very, very wise to go in and watch the training. If you don't know anything about the company, how do you know where to begin? And I'm just saying, like, you have to know your own work ethic. If you know you're lazy and you're not going to do anything, don't waste your money getting in a company. All right, I'm telling you, it's not for you. If you don't have time to ever do the training, or if you don't have time to talk to people or to be passionate, you got to be passionate about the company. You got to believe in it. If you don't believe in your product, don't sell it.
Well, now I will say this: the companies that we've been a part of over the last 7 years, the ones that we knew backwards and forwards, inside and out, the whole 9 yards, are the ones that we profited the most from, and the reason for that is because we stayed plugged in. We knew exactly what we were talking about. We knew exactly how to help people, and that's what you've got to know. When you take on a business, you have to know what it's all about.
Yeah.
And there's so many people that just join. I can't even tell you how many people. And I don't like them. I don't like it when they join my team, and they just pay their money.
Because they don't listen.
They just pay the money and then they walk away. Like, and then they pop up 3 or 4 months later.
Well, they'll come in and then they'll tell you, you don't see them for about 3 weeks, 2 months or something. And they finally come on and go, hey, what's up? And you're like, did you learn anything? Did you look at the company? And it's not.
Did you get my email?
It's not like per se us as leaders. Sometimes it's just you. You haven't looked at anything. You haven't tried to do anything, and it's not always us. And networking gets such a bad rap because there's so many people who absolutely did nothing, and then they're putting down the company like it's the company's fault.
It happens,
and it happens every single day. And then you see all the reviews online or behind certain companies that say, oh, this company is horrible. They don't teach anybody. They're not doing this. The CEOs aren't around. No, the person's not around. He's not plugged in. And my thing is, if you're going to join a company, again, find out about the company. If it's something you would like to do, if you like your mentors, if you listen. If you don't listen to the advice people give you, don't join the company.
Yeah, and we're not financial advisors, obviously.
No, we're not. No.
We're not, telling you what to invest your money in or anything like that. We're trying to teach you and educate you on what to pay attention to you know,
or whether you're cut out for
whether
marketing
you're
or
cut
not.
out for marketing, because a lot of people are not cut out for this. It is not easy if you're not going to
Nothing,
put forth
yeah,
the work.
nothing's going to happen overnight. You're
But
not going to join a company and be rich tomorrow.
I will say this:
No such thing.
it can be very rewarding, and I'm not just talking about money. We got involved in a company years back. We didn't make any money in that company. But we met the people who have become lifelong friends to us.
Yeah.
And we've had a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. We've made great memories. I mean,
and they have taught us so much about marketing and how to do it and what to look for, and like, just, they're smart. Always pay attention to someone who's gotten somewhere. I think I said the other day, don't listen to people who've never been in the business before telling you, oh my God, it's a scam. How do they know? They don't know. They've never done marketing before. They just are like everybody else that sits and listens to the majority of the public going, it's a scam, it's a scam, it's a pyramid. And how do they know? It would be like me saying, oh, that plumber's terrible. I've never plumbed before. So I'm just saying, I can't put down someone else's job. I've never done it. Imagine me trying to tell somebody how to fix a car. Yeah, not so much. So I'm saying, listen to people who have been in the business. They know how to get ahead. They know how to help their family. I know I'm rambling, but I can't stress enough that if you know your work ethic, you're not going to do anything. Don't get in a company, because you're just going to be disheartened. You're going to blame the company that you didn't get rich in 3 weeks, and it just, it's a pet peeve of mine.
Well, I think, there's a lot of positives to network marketing. And there's a lot of pluses. I mean, like I said, we've met some really good people that I'm very grateful for, the company that made us no money, that introduced us to those people. I think, and those people introduced us to another company that did make us money. So it's, understand who you're signing with. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I guess that's the important thing, is don't just go online and join a company. Find out who's in the company. Pay attention before you decide that you just want to go off and be a marketer, because we made all those mistakes. We really did. And I mean, she was looking to stuff envelopes, for God's sake.
I stopped doing music for a while. That is the truth. And I felt like I was just like insignificant because I wasn't doing anything. So I said, well, I'm home. Let me work from home. So I said, I looked up how to stuff envelopes, because I remember from when I was younger, that's what people did to make extra money. I didn't know that it went out of business.
Like in the 80s.
I mean, I think they actually still do stuff like that. But all of a sudden, I got introduced to marketing. And yes, we made a lot of mistakes, but we used those mistakes to better the people that we bring into.
Absolutely. And and in spite of it all of the different places that we've joined, and it's so funny because people go, okay, well, what number is this that you're on?
Oh, I hate when people do that.
But the thing is, we joined several different companies for a number of reasons, because we diversify, for one, for two, because each one of them fulfills a different need. Like, one company we're in is in the metaverse crypto space. It's where the world's going. We're a part of that blockchain technology. Another one helps us save money. I mean, we're diversified. There's a reason why we do several different companies. It's not because we're like, oh, they're in another company. No, every one of them, provides a service and allows us to be able to help other people, multitudes of people, not just one group of people, So, but again, it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort for us to invest in these companies to know and understand who's running them, who's behind them. I mean, we don't just blindly go join stuff. So, and that's our suggestion to you. If you're going to become an online marketer, don't just blindly go join something. Find somebody who's in it and ask them how they're doing.
It's sad to me that only 2 to 10% of people make it in marketing. And that tells me a lot about the work that people put into it. You know, like so many people fail at it and then just give up. Me, I use failure as a lesson. You got to pick yourself up and try again. But if you can be in the wrong company with the wrong mentors and you're not getting any training, you're not going to make it in that one. Training is huge. And giving people knowledge and blessing them with a company that that's been working for you, it's just like, to me, that it's a blessing in itself to bless people with it. And that's all I can say about that. It's like, I like helping people. That's what we do. Maybe we're different than most people because we really do care whether you make it or not. We care whether you listen to the calls. We care whether or not you are benefiting your family with it.
Well, and let's just be real here, and then we'll let you go.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna be a part-timer, say you're gonna be a part-timer, right? Because then there's tools and techniques that you can use to help automate your business so you don't have to be a full-timer. There's ways of doing different things depending upon how much time and effort you're going to put forth. So just be real with yourself as to how much time you're really willing to put forth.
Yeah, you got to make sacrifices. Like, she works 8 hours a day and she comes home and she basically works another 8-hour day because she wants to make it. She doesn't want to sit on the couch eating Doritos.
Well, it's not just that.
She sacrifices all her favorite TV shows.
I do. It's not just that. It's because I want to help people.
Yeah.
And putting together systems and things and helping them takes time. And I'm willing to donate that time and to sacrifice as long as they're willing to put forth the work. So, there you have it. Don't just join something blindly. Find people like, and trust. Join them. Make sure the product or service.
And it doesn't have to be us. So we're not trying to get you to join with us. We're just telling you about join with somebody that you trust and that you fit in with.
Yes, definitely that you fit in with. And, make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. And don't ever spend anything you can't afford to lose.
Absolutely.
It's just that simple. Be wise, be smart, and seek out, professionals in that area that can help you, whether it be with your marketing system, whether it be with your CRM, whatever it is that you need to do. Sometimes it just helps to seek out
Just
help.
remember, there's no get rich quick schemes.
None.
Like the lottery is like, how many odds are there in winning it? But even people that win the lottery don't know how to spend the money. So they do end up going broke sometimes, which is very sad.
I know. It creates a whole new television series to watch.
Anyway, so I hope you got some useful information out of that. If you want to make extra money, or if you have a good work ethic and you're looking to make some extra income, get a hold of us.
Yeah, if you want to save money, the QR code above in our cover actually is to a done-for-you marketing system that actually markets that savings program. So if you get into that funnel and it doesn't seem like what the product is, it's the savings platform.
Yeah, I'm just saying, don't take this as this was one huge sales pitch. It's not. It's really trying to help you understand and try and get the words network marketing scheme out of you, because they're not all schemes.
Right. We really want you, because we know for a fact that the majority of the people on this page are marketers. Mm-hmm. So we really want you to make sure that you're getting the right advice or opinions.
And don't read Google.
Just
a lot of people put bad reviews in there just to get you to join their company.
But just
talk to people in the company.
Talk to people in the company. Find people like and trust, and make sure the product is
something you would buy.
something you would buy, but it's benefiting other people. You want to help other people in this industry.
We really
So,
got to go because
we
we're
gotta run.
over our time. We love you guys for hanging out with us in
Have
the
a
mornings.
Fabulous weekend.
Go out and be kind. I always say it. I won't leave without saying it. Be kind, and this will be a better world. I'm Di.
I'm Robin, and we'll see you next week.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.